Alright, well, inspiration has struck in the most shittiest of ways, and we're just gonna make a quick video because I'm in a very weird place right now. But make sure to have your coffee. Cheers. Right now I'm at a Starbucks, and this isn't ideally where I would want to make a video, but we're making do with what we got. You know that saying in where, like, the value of a whole thing is within the journey instead of the destination? Well, that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know, when I first started this whole licensing thing, this life-changing decision that has affected my life within these past 3 months, and what I was afraid for back then and, in the middle of the year, finally came to fruition. The worst thing that could happen actually happened, and we're in the midst of it. Long story short, just because I know I'm speaking out of context a bit, or if you're just new to the channel and you're coming straight into this fucking video, point is, we're going through a hard time. We've been talking about this, the possibility of it happened, and where right now I'm required to take 3 licensing exams. I failed my second one on my first try. I got a 54% and I only needed 70% to pass. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That's not bad. You can retake it. No. Apparently, to retake a quiz or test for licensing, you need to pass a 60% to retake and a 70% to pass. I got a 54%. And here's the thing, I was actually confident. I thought I was going to actually pass. Like, I was studying. I actually put in my 8 hours a day at work. Granted, yeah, there was some slouching hours. So at maximum, I had like a week and a half to study. I guess 40 times 4 times 7 times 8, 4 times 9, 40. I can't do the math, but basically 8 hours a day for a week and a half. I studied. Let's say about 5 of those hours were actually not, conductive to actually studying. But overall, like, I was recommended to do 750 practice exams for a fucking exam that was only 50 questions. Point being is, I did 1100. I was like, okay, I'm fine, right? No. I ended up not passing. So normally, yeah, I would be like, yeah, okay, let's do it on the next try. Let's wait a month. No. I actually I don't have that possibility to retake. Right now, I'm kind of in a weird place where, okay, maybe there might be a chance, there might be an exception to me potentially taking the exam again, but like literally receiving emails saying you are disqualified from our licensing program, it's like it's the finishing blow. It's like the blow that sets in that reality, and this sucks. Like, I've been so optimistic thus far. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass my exams, like, just because I took my first exam, it went well, actually. I'm like, okay, you know what? This second exam that I'm about to take is an extension of that first exam I took. Should be fine. I studied regardless. I took a bit of time out of work to actually study. At least one or two days I did that for the week and a half that I had. I know, I failed. And it's just such a weird place right now. Like, I'm in that limbo where, like, things can eventually be okay. This is perhaps just redirection, but right now I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? I don't want to go back to being a teller. My life really, like, I know my life should not have been all work, but like, at least in this process and where I'm very vulnerable, it was all about work, just to at least pass these exams. I mean, just think of it as if I was in college. This is literally an internship that I got, and I failed one exam. Normally, you would be able to just retake it. No, I don't have that option. So, just coming from the toxic work environment I was in back then, and I was my own advocate to get out of there, to have a better life, in which I was living that better life just up until Monday. I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And now we're here at the conclusion of where, like, literally this week might be my last week just because I failed that exam. There might be a bunch more opportunities. I've already been getting a bunch of optimistic talks and whatnot, and I felt good for a bit, but now I'm just like, hey, I'm still going through it. I'm still mourning the potential loss, but right now my manager immediately went to, hey, let's not be too pessimistic. We're going to talk to my market director and see what's up. And right now I'm convincing myself to be a bit delusional and be like, okay, let's see. Right now we have, and as one of my other favorite YouTubers says, we have the spirit of a child where we don't know what's going to happen. We are curious. We are awaiting what's about to happen next. And that's where I'm at. And it's most people are scared to be in this place. I personally am, but I have received hope already that everything will be okay. Yeah. Everything will be okay, but right now I'm going through it. And I have to record it because, I guess in the most darkest of times, in the most shittiest moments, that's when I managed to actually make something of myself. But I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to make this video to at least let out, unload, and also just as a little checkpoint, you could say. Right now, I'm literally in the midst of it. I'm in the midst of what's to come next, and it's genuinely scary. Genuinely scary. Regardless, though, I mean, this keeps going through my mind, and it's Heinz. In hindsight, that says this. For a YouTuber, very cool, #1 chill spot on the internet, as he always says. Like, our credentials lie within our soul. That our path might not be as linear as someone else's, but it's still our path. It's still something that we have to dictate ourselves. And right now I'm in that. It's just so fucking weird because I fought so hard to get to where I'm at, and now I got shot down. And like, I knew this was going to be an inherent risk that I was about to assume. However, it just happening is what's like so bashing. But I'm not going to try to stay too pessimistic. I delusionally telling myself, like, you will be okay. You will stay within this job. Like, even my manager, my coworkers are like, yeah, dude, like, don't worry. But I'm like, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. And that isn't just to be pessimistic. It's just to have that reassurance that everything truly will be okay. But you know what? If there is some value to take out of this, like, take it as if you're in a weird place too. And I think this to myself too, because I know people that are personally going through worse situations that don't even have a job, perhaps. But there's always someone worse out there than you. I at least have a job for now. I might not. I may have it. I'm gonna not speak negative things. I will stop my job. I will. Right now it's just a hard time. And if you're going through a hard time too, as shitty as it may be, and it's as hard as it may be to think otherwise that things will be okay, things eventually will be okay. It's just we don't know when. So I'm with you on that. I don't fucking know when things will be okay. But eventually things will. Okay, well, I actually plan on uploading this video. I'm 2 videos behind that I really have been wanting to post. It's just unfortunately they're too long. So I need to work on making these videos shorter, but stay safe, you guys. We're about to end February. A lot of things have not been happening. A lot of good things have not been happening to good people, and that's what sucks. But the point is, if we're still alive, if we are still gifted with the life that we have right now, even if it may be shitty, at least we're alive. That's at least the consensus I'm trying to bring myself up to. I'm trying to speak positive shit to myself. But okay, I gotta end this video. See you guys next time.